YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Also hit that like button. In this video, we are going to be talking about save or splurge. So I saw on, if you don't follow Makeup Crazy on Instagram, head over and follow them. Basically, there was a TikToker who was showing how pre-pandemic she spent $8,000 a year to maintain all her beauty, and how now here's all the things that you should save versus splurge on and what you should do instead. So I thought I'd give my own take on the save versus splurge. It's going to be a little different because I'm not going to give exact prices or tell you what to do, but just kind of more sparking a conversation of thinking about the things that you spend more money on and things that you spend less money on. So I also want to start this video by prefacing it by saying spend what you can. You shouldn't be going into debt for skincare or makeup. As much as I love shopping for it, even myself, there are times when I'm just like, ooh girl, time to pull back, because and I always set myself a budget before I walk into Sephora because it could be dangerous in there. So never go into debt for makeup. There are high quality skincare products in the drugstore that are below $20 that can help you find results. It's really just the fact of finding what's right for your skin. And guess what? Breaking news, even the high-end products might not work for your skin type. So you still are going to be on the search of what works regardless of what you're spending. So yes, you can go high-end if you got it like that, and for certain things. If you don't, you could always go drugstore and look just as amazing and gorgeous. To be honest, if I'm I'm not a dermatologist, so you know, take it with a grain of salt. But in terms of my experience with skincare, is not necessarily about always the price of the product. It's about the routine. A lot of people, you buy all this stuff and they're like, oh yeah, my morning skincare routine, my nighttime skincare routine, and then every time when it's time to go to bed, you just put on the PJs and hop in, and you don't wash your face and you haven't washed your pillowcase. So of course you're not going to see no results then. But if you were diligent about using the products and having a schedule and a routine, you're going to see results, okay? I promise you that, regardless how much money you spend. But let's get into the save or splurge. All right, skincare edition, let's go. Waxing splurge. So the reason why I'm going to say waxing is a splurge is because I've had many horrible at-home waxing experiences. So because of that, I'm going to say waxing is a splurge. There's certain parts of your body that you can easily see and wax yourself. So it's like chin wax, lip wax, underarms, legs, and your arms. You can probably do that yourself easily. So for that, I would definitely say you could save and not splurge. But in terms of bikini wax, Brazilian waxes, waxing, you know, all the things, splurge. You can't see what you're doing. So I mean, if you have someone who's a partner in crime and can help you, then maybe you guys can take turns waxing each other, or they could just help you wax and get everything. But for me, I just save it in my budget to splurge, go get it done. That way I won't have a horrendous situation. Also, don't go someplace cheap. If it's $30, if it's a school or something and they're giving you a discount, then do it, because the instructor will make sure they don't like kill you. But if someone is just like, yeah girl, I'll wax you $15, that's not correct, and you are making a bad decision, okay? Next, facials, both. I'm gonna say, I know that's like confusing, like how are you gonna save and splurge at the same time? So what my recommendation is that you do get maybe a seasonal facial. So the seasons, it's broken down to, you know, winter, spring, summer, fall. So at the beginning of spring, get a facial. Beginning of fall, get a facial. Beginning of winter, get a facial. And then for all the other months in between, you would give yourself your own at-home facial. So you could go on Amazon, buy you a little face steamer. I have one of those. Have your cleanser, exfoliator. You can use a mirror and try and do your own extractions, and do that on a monthly or bi-weekly basis. But then, you know, for when the seasons change, then you want to go back, get a facial, and also have another perspective. There's times when I'm looking at my skin and I'm just like, my skin's dull, my skin's this, my skin's that, and then I go to get a facial from a professional and they're like, no, this section of your face is oily, everything else, that's how skin's supposed to look. Like, calm down. And sometimes having that outside perspective is really helpful. So that's why I say both for facials. Next, cleanser. Save. Cleanser spins tops. If we reenact it, you wake up, squirt, squirt, cleanser, rub, rub, rub. 1, 2, 3. Take the washcloth, remove, cleanser. Like, it barely spends any time on your skin. So if you got it, then maybe splurge. But in my opinion, personally, cleanser doesn't spend long enough on your face to splurge on it. If you feel like you need a kind of special cleanser to address your skincare issues, so if you need an acne cleanser or a special cleanser designed for a specific dermatological condition, like if you have psoriasis or something like that, or a medication, then splurge for the cleanser. But even for a lot of the acne cleansers that are at the drugstore are affordable and they work really well. So I would say, you know, try and save first and then splurge if you have to. But for cleanser, definitely a save. Exfoliator, splurge. A lot of the drugstore exfoliators that have the little pieces in it, it's either micro beads that are plastic and like go into the ocean and then fish eat it and then you eat the fish, or they're like walnut husk nutshells that rip micro tears in your skin. So in order to skip that, skip the drugstore exfoliators. There are some drugstore exfoliators that are chemical exfoliators that don't have those ingredients in those. Feel free to get those, but just really make sure that it doesn't have any jagged or sharp edges. You know, if you're thinking St. Ives, that is the opposite of what you want to put on your skin. So splurge on the exfoliators. Toner, save. Good old witch hazel, a rose water toner from Target. If you have acne, you can get the Clean and Clear or the Neutrogena or whatever acne specific toner they have, but do not spend a lot of money on toner. Also, toners that spritz don't really actually tone your skin that much. You want to make sure it's something that you're rubbing in. So if you get like a serum toner, you could use straight your hands, but if you get a liquid toner, you're going to need a cotton pad. So toner is a save. Serum, splurge. Now, there are very targeted working serums at the drugstore, but the serums at the drugstore are more than everything else. So technically, my idea when I say it's a splurge is that your serum should cost more than the other things, not necessarily that it has to be high end, if that makes sense. So if you go to the drugstore and you look at, I'm thinking in my head, Neutrogena anti-wrinkle serum, that serum is probably going to be like $25-$30, and you're probably like, ooh, $25-$30, the cleanser is only $9. But the serum has all those active ingredients that are really going to help transform your skin. So spend the more money for the serum. So in my case, I love Kiehl's Clearly Corrective. Oh, sorry, I'm making a video. I love Kiehl's Clearly Corrective cleanser, so that's why I splurge on that. But splurge for the cleanser, okay? So hold on, we're gonna take a quick break because I gotta answer that phone call. In there with me, y'all. Okay, so we just finished at splurge for serum. Like I said, serum has the active ingredients. It's what actually transforms your skin. Spend the money on the serum. Next, eye cream, splurge. I have a lot of I've been trying drugstore eye creams for years, and because of the amount of time I spend looking at screens, I work on like a computer all day, I look at my phone all day, I'm editing videos all night, don't get a lot of sleep, very sensitive skin. I have a lot of issues around my eyes, so I have been trying different drugstore products, and either it gets rid of the dark circles but then my eye skin's still dry, it doesn't moisturize, or it does moisturize and then I still have the dark circles and the puffiness. So unfortunately, I've only been able to find high-end eye creams that address both and do it in a timely fashion. Like a month after using this product, I need my eyes to look like I get a great 10 hours of sleep every day. So that's why I say splurge, but there are a lot of drugstore eye creams, so depending on your budget, I would say that is a little flexible, but for me, eye cream is a splurge. Sunscreen, splurge. A lot of the drugstore sunscreens, they're getting a little better now in 2021, but most of them are not brown girl friendly. You put them on your face, they look purple, they look pink, they look yellow, they look some kind of strange color. So I prefer to just splurge and get the clear sunscreen. And like I said, you can still get it at the drugstore, you can still get it at Target, but the clear one is always more money than the white purple looking one. So it at that point is a splurge in my book, because if it, to me, Save is like the lowest of the low drugstore price. Splurge is it costs more at the drugstore, or you have to get it high end. For me, I love Supergoop, so I end up spending the high end money. But there are some clear, like Neutrogena, I think, has some clear ones at the drugstore, but spend more money and get the clear one, especially if you are brown. Face tools, both. There are some face tools like the rollers and stuff like that that you can find really affordable. The glass globes, or the eye globes, they have metal ones sometimes too. You can find those really affordable. The sleeping mask with the gel to depuff your eyes while you sleep. A lot of those are affordable and can be bought at a low price at the drugstore. Other tools though, you may have to splurge. So for a cleansing brush, even the cheapest cleansing brushes, I haven't seen one that's cheaper than like $29.99, $30. So you can't just go and be like, I'm gonna spend $5 and get a battery operated chargeable cleansing brush. Like, you just can't get that for a price that low. So you are gonna have to splurge a little bit. Do you need to get the $300, $400 Clarisonic that does body, face, back, rubs your feet at night and tells you sweet nothings? No, you don't need to necessarily get that one. But you can't, like I said, you can't spend, even if you do go on some place like Wish or something and you get a $10 facial cleaning brush, that thing is not gonna last. So it's better that you wait till a store has a sale, or it's your birthday or something, and then buy the cleansing brush or the tool, whatever kind of face tool it is. Dermatologist splurge. So to me, when I say splurge on a dermatologist, is the specialist copays are more than the regular doctor. But I really think that if you are having severe skin issues, or not even just severe skin issues, if you're having something wrong with your skin and you just can't solve it, you have acne and you've been trying the acne products and they're not working, if you have hyperpigmentation and you've been trying the Clear My Skin Up products and it's not working, whatever copay you have for the dermatologist, plan on going 3 or 4 times and save that money and just go to the dermatologist. These are professional doctors who study skin. They go to school, get a recommendation, find one that specializes in your skin type, whether you have mature skin, teenage skin, African American, or skin of color. Find a dermatologist, pay the copays. Just like, what is it? Is it $30? Is it $40? Is it $50 for the specialist? Put it to the side, splurge, and go to the dermatologist, because they can help you really get to the bottom of it. Because if you think about it, and you're sitting there doing the math with your calculator, every time you go to Walmart, or Target, you spend $9 on something new to see if it's gonna help. It doesn't work. How many times have you done that? How many times did you get 4 $9 things and it didn't work? That's a copay right there. So yes, it's a splurge, and it seems expensive when you're paying these copays to go back every month to see has your skin changed and the update and trying different products. But I promise you, the dermatologist splurge will be worth it. Okay, just pay the copays, go to the dermatologist, let them really help solve your skin issue. If you can't solve it yourself. So dermatologist splurge. Moisturizer splurge. I like to splurge on moisturizer just because I like the big tub that's gonna last a long time. Even though I know that's probably not the healthiest thing, because it's like you keep dipping your hands in it and now you've had it for like 2 months. But buying a little $9 one every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, like, I'd rather buy it in bulk and get the value size and then just keep using it. I also tend to use, because I add my sunscreen on top of my skincare, I tend to use the same moisturizer for day and for night, so that value size is even more important because I'm using it twice a day. To me, it's a splurge because I'm getting the big one. But you can save on moisturizer. You don't, like I said, you don't have to get the big one. The small one is fine. It's just, to me, especially, I'm thinking in my head, okay, Neutrogena Hydroclear. You've probably seen this one. It's the blue moisturizer container, and then it's like a silver top. They have the travel one, which is this big, and then the everyday one, which is that big. And I went to Costco and I just got the value one, which was like that big, because I was like, I'm gonna keep buying these little ones at $15, $20 a pop. I might as well just go to Costco and get the big one. So for me, splurge, and I get the large sizes. I try to buy a lot of my skincare in bulk. My cleanser for my face, the Purity, and the exfoliator I get in bulk. Like I said, now I'm using a Kiehl's moisturizer. I got the value size from Sephora in bulk, because I'm just like, if you buy it bigger, you use it longer. And even though it does end up costing a little bit more, when you factor out the price per usage, it ends up saving you money. Lastly, face wash. I have face wash here different from cleanser. I don't know what I was thinking, but I have it as a save. Again, reiterate, anything that doesn't spend, think about the things that spend a long time on your skin and the things that don't. That is what you want to spend a lot of money on. These sheet masks, where you wear it for 10 seconds and throw it in the trash, save. Unless there's one that particularly addresses your skin, you've seen results, and it's worth the money. The things that last, that stay on your skin for a long time, you want to splurge. The SPF, the serum, the eye creams, the moisturizers. But anything exfoliator real quick, unless it's, like I said, I only say splurge because you want to get that acid exfoliator and not the one with the little nutshells in it. So you might not be able to get it for $9. You might have to go up to the $15. But again, like I said, that's, when I think of save, I'm thinking of bottom of the barrel, cheapest of the cheap. So, which I know a lot of people, splurge means La Mer $200 face cream. That's not, that stuff doesn't even work. Like, there's so many people with YouTube videos saying they spent $200 something on that face cream and it looks the same. I'm curious about this, the Sk2 Treatment Serum. All of a sudden there's all these ads, people saying, oh yeah, I use it to clear my skin, and I'm like, that stuff's been around for years and I've never heard anybody say it works. So if you use that, drop in the comments, because I would love to know, because I don't want to, it's at Costco, so I could get it for a deal, but I just don't see myself buying it. So, you know, that's that on that. But thank you so much for watching my video. If there's any skincare things that you think are a save, and I said it was a splurge, or you think it's a splurge and I said it's a save, let me know in the comments. Let's have this discussion. Let's see. Because you're right. There's certain things where you don't need to splurge, and I said splurge. There's certain things where you need to save, where you need to splurge, and I said save. So let's talk about it, alright? So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.